Hi, my name is Ritavan and I am building up a membership site from scratch in 30 days. It is Bizathon number 2. And in Bizathon number 2, what we have done so far is that we have set up our entire membership site funnel. We have set up our entire membership site, and now we're actually driving traffic one by one. We've placed our first solo ad order using soloforme.com, and the order is still pending. List assignment. So I'll just quickly show you what we're doing with our Facebook ads as well. So we have also launched our Facebook retargeting ads, and in our Facebook retargeting ads, we've set up multiple sections. So we're dividing our audiences into day 3, day 7, day 10, day 15, day 20, and all of that. And not just for just generic retargeting audience. We have set up separate audiences for our leads, for our customers, and for our generic visitors. All right, so we're dividing each of these. So we actually, the ad that we show them is super targeted, and what that does is it lowers our ad cost, because Facebook loves it when you have multiple ads and when your ads are super targeted for an audience. So we are actually building out our entire campaign based off of that concept. And today, what we're going to do, although, is we're going to launch a Facebook targeting ad. And Facebook targeting ads are like, you can go as broad as you can, because if you have a proper retargeting funnel in place, retargeting ads in place, then you can actually drive down your cost per lead or cost per sale in the future with your retargeting ads. So you can actually spend a lot more money upfront to get the initial lead or to get the initial visitor. But if you have a solid retargeting funnel in the back end, then you can recuperate that ad cost, and you can actually maybe even end up in profit towards the end of the entire cycle. So there's a lot of things to be done. We're just in day number 22 right now. We still have 7-8 more days left, but let's get cracking at this. But before I actually start off creating the Facebook targeting ad, I want to show you something really interesting that I've just done. This idea came to me about an hour ago, and I actually executed that. So remember, guys, if you have an idea and it doesn't take much effort, just execute it. All right, you'll actually have some test result to see whether that idea worked or not, right? So based off of that, let me just quickly share my screen with you so that you can see exactly what I did. So this is the campaign that I actually sent out to my list. So let me just quickly show you. This is the subject. So I sent this email to my list. So again, we are promoting the Doer Club, right? But the whole goal is not to get Doer Club sales, but my entire goal is to train and empower 300,000 entrepreneurs, right? So I've publicly announced that already. So based off of that, I actually want to provide a service to people that, like, I want to be human, like not just a person who sends you emails, but somebody who actually listens to what you have to say. So people who are in my email list, so they have questions, right? So they probably have they're probably stuck in some place, or they're frustrated with something, because like starting an online business, while it may be easy if you are able to follow a step-by-step process, for some it is not so easy, right? So let's say for somebody who has never used a computer before, right? Who's still a novice at using a computer, or who's still a novice at creating landing pages or anything, creating funnels. So all of these are advanced concepts, right? And in order to build a proper online business, you need to have a basic understanding of how everything works. So what I did was I did something humane. I wanted to reach out and actually talk to people, because rather than get people on a webinar or get people in a single room where I am pitching them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer their questions. So this is an email that I sent to my list, which says the subject is hit reply. I'll answer your question personally. All right. And here's the body. Hey, Rito here. I hope you had a great weekend. I am about to do something crazy, and this may take up my entire day today, which probably will, but it needs to be done. Have you felt stuck at some point and wanted to give up? Have you been delaying your online business for some reason and need a helping hand? Have you felt frustrated at some techie part of your business and need a solution? I'm going to personally answer your question. All you need to do is hit reply to this email and ask me whatever's on your mind. Seriously, whatever is holding you back, ask me. me and I'll reply back to you. All right. So I've sent this email out to my entire list and let's see what happens. I might get a lot of replies. I might get only some. But in any case, whoever is asking for help, I'll be there to answer their question. So this is one way of just reaching out to people and just listening to what they have to say, hearing their stories, and contributing in any way I possibly can towards their success. All right. So this is an email I sent to my list. So let's get cracking on today's session. So it's day number 22, right? So we need to actually go and set up our Facebook targeting ad. So let me just quickly turn on my countdown timer. All right. Let's go 15. All right, so what we have to do today is set up a Facebook targeting ad. Now, we already shot our Facebook targeting ads, actually a couple of Facebook retargeting ad as well. So before we do that, I want to show you some stats that we have. So I'll just quickly, I'll exit the Power Editor. I'll go to Ad Manager. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for filters, delivery active. All right, so these are the campaigns that are running. The higher Rito, which is the live coaching call. So this is basically set up for retargeting. Basically, we're getting people to watch the Bizathon in the future as well. So this is for Bizathon leads. So this is even going on its own. And these are the campaigns that we set up, the retargeting campaigns, one for leads and one for visitors. And what I did was, I'll quickly show you, I earlier set up, while in the previous session I was setting up just one ad set which was meant at US, UK, Australia and Canada. What I did was I just simply hit the duplicate button and I was able to set up an emerging market ad set which basically has the same ad. So it just took me like 10 seconds to do all of that. So it is we still have initial traffic to set up right now. As you can see, the reach is super small because we don't really have that audience. In order to build that audience, what we need to do is create a Facebook targeting ad. So in our case, the Facebook targeting ad will go to our opt-in page. So the parameter is going to be conversions. I'm going to name it doer targeting. All right. Our conversion event is going to be the lead. Our pixels are already installed. Now in this case, we won't be using a custom audience. What we will be using, I'll just set it up for United States for now. What we will be using is a targeting audience, right? So here in the age section, I'm going to go from 25 to, let's say, 60. All the language is English. And here we are going to go to digital marketing. We're going to go broad right now. As you can see, it has like potential reach is 141 million people. So I'm going to reduce the expand interest. So now we are at 1.9 million people. And as you can see, all these other ideas have come into play, but we're going to deal with all of these later. Right now, we'll just focus on digital marketing. And what we're going to do is we're going to edit the placements, remove Instagram, audience network, and messenger. We're going to remove instant articles. That's it. We're just going to leave feeds and right column active right now. And our daily budget is going to be, let's say, 300 for now. 300 is basically, it's not dollars, it's INR. So it's basically like a little less than $5. So let's keep it like around, let's keep it at 400 for now. All right. And hit on continue. All right. So the page that we're using is going to be Flying Start Online. We're going to be uploading a video ad, and this is the same video that we uploaded earlier. So I'm just going to go to desktop, FB targeting 1. So this is the ad, right? All right, so this is being done. So by the time this gets done, let me just enter the website URL, which is going to be the opt-in page. This is where we want to take people onto. Done. All right. So here, now we actually enter our entire text. And in order to enter the text, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the emails that I sent across earlier, and I I'm going to just copy this entire thing, and we're going to edit this inside the ad manager directly. All right. So first off, we need to open up get emoji. That's what we're going to use for inside get emoji. We are going to copy, or I'm going to copy this one, copy 2067 leads in 15 days. All right. Done. Now here what we want to do is, here we want to basically lead into this entire thing. Now this email was sent to my list, but in this case it does not make sense to have Ritu here. I want to talk to you today about the lift method because this is an ad. So we need to have something that leads onto this mindset problem thing, right? So what we'll be doing is, all right. All right, so here I've built it up in a way. I'm Ritavan, founder of Flying Start Online. I've taught over 25,000 entrepreneurs how to start an online business. Here's what I've learned: 95% people fail. And this number is consistent across the board, across the industry. So rather than dwell on that number, I decided to understand why only 5% succeed. One of the major problems that entrepreneurs have in the initial stages of their business, in the early stage of their business, is a mindset problem. And I faced it myself. If you're in the same boat, don't worry, because I'll explain how to fine tune your mindset to become successful. The lift method, because I've discovered the LIFT method, which fine tunes a mindset So let me just quickly close the messages. Just quickly quit this as well. All right, I face myself in the same boat, don't worry, because I have discovered the lift method which fine tunes. This ad is super important because this is what people will be seeing in the front end, right? And I faced him. If you're on the same boat, don't worry, because I'm just going to quickly zoom in so that you guys are able to see this better. All right. The lift method is a time tested and proven concept that is applied to hundreds of my students and myself. It's about following a cycle of events before you reach success. By using the lift method, took upon a 30-day challenge, I was able to, response is fine. Link below, and I'll show you the way. So here we are going to get an emoji again, the arrow one. Copy this. To copy the URL again. All right, this is done. Let's see if this looks, because for me visual copy is very important. How I got 2016 leads. All right, so here we need to add emojis, right? So let me just quickly. All right, the first emoji that we need to add is for 95% will fail. So here we need to put a mind icon. This is nice. All right. This is fine for now. We can actually tweak this later on as well. So this entire thing is done. Now all I want to do is just add a custom thumbnail. Here I'm going to upload an image. I'm going to go to downloads and I'm going to go to this one. So it's basically the same, just taken one screenshot of this and I've just added an emoji. All right, so this is done. Now we need to change the headline as well. Let's see how this looks like. The boring lift method that builds profitable online businesses. All right, so here we go. Let's just add another emoji. Let me just search for a rocket. Copy. All right, so I'm going to take this. All right. So your entire, this ad is done. It looks good on your desktop newsfeed. Yep, it does. So this ad is done. It looks good. Next up, all I'm going to do is confirm. All right. So confirm. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside ad sets. All right. Actually, first off, I need to zoom out a bit because it's showing up all weird. Let me just refresh the page. All right, so the timer is up, but let me just quickly show you how to duplicate the ad. View, zoom out. Or anyways, so this is acting quite weirdly here. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to duplicate this. So I will click on duplicate. So here I just want to create the new ad set for, click on edit, for emerging markets. All right. Everything will be the same. We just use emerging markets in the middle. If you heard the bell ring, I do apologize for that. All right, so we go to emerging markets. All right. The same audience, everything will be the same. Digital marketing placements are the same. The ad is the same. Click on save and continue. All right, place order. All right, so for now, we have two ads that are running. One is for the emerging markets and one is for US, both of them at about $6, I believe. Something around $6 or $7 budget is there. If I hit refresh, I should be able to see the ad come up right here. As you can see, the ads are already approved, so it will start accruing impressions. And just to quickly show you how you can duplicate this for other areas also. So if I click on edit, I click on duplicate. So I click on duplicate ad sets. I selected both of these. All I'll need to do, let's say if I want to target Canada now. All right, so all I need to do is I'll open up, I'll just name this Canada. All right. Next up, what I'll do is I'll keep everything the same. I'll just remove emerging markets from this and just change it to Canada. That's it. Done. So I click on save and continue. Next up, if I want to edit this one, then I'll call it, let's say Australia. All right. Australia. And here I'll just remove United States and I'll just add Australia. Done. All right. Save and continue. Place order and we are set. So this is how, so all of our targeting ad sets are now created, at least on the front end. We can, of course, like if we see something is working, if we see something is not working, we just basically keep changing the ads in the future. So we keep those ad sets which are running properly and we pause those ad sets which are not. So we just have to keep a close watch on stats. So this is how we are able to create our audiences. So we have now multiple ad sets which will be working now, and based off of this we'll have more results. Now before I go, I just want to quickly let you know the Solo for Me campaign that we are running is about to get started. So I got an email from them and they're about to get that started as well. So we'll have some interesting stats about that. Now I'll be sharing we actually had a few more members come inside the Door Club over the weekend. So I'll be sharing those stats with you tomorrow. If you're not inside the Door Club, let's get the community started, people. Let's do that. I mean, just I've mentioned the link below. If I do believe I have, hold on. Yep. The doorclub.com. That's where you need to go to get inside the Door Club and just get started. I will be seeing you inside the Door Club then. And I want to thank you so much for being here. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button below. And if you're not subscribed to Flying Start Online, subscribe. All right. So keeping that in mind, I want to thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in day number 23. Let's do this. I'll have some more stats to show you in day number 23.